I don't know if it's going to be physically possible for me to make the title of this episode not the Graveyard Shift. Because the last episode is going to be Dead Man Tell No Tales, obviously. Or Dead Man Set No Sails, probably, actually. So in this episode, yeah, it's probably going to be the Graveyard Shift. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nettia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we came here to the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, this very green and neon place of darkness and despair, except not actually darkness because we can actually see here. My favorite area in the game, and we explored the first area, the opening area. The Flying Dutchman was here, and he told us that he has been ransacked and thrown off of his ship by the robots. We need to go get his ship back for him by getting there and destroying the robot ship. And in this episode, we are heading to the second area of the... Both in this episode and in the last episode, I wanted to say downtown Bikini Bottom. We're going to be heading to the second area of Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, the Graveyard of Ships. I think you just saw that because I just saw my screen flash, so yeah. The Graveyard of Ships. Let's move on.
Ahoy there, Mr. Squidward! Swab the poop deck!
Yes, hilarious. Don't you have a platinum wisp to get?
That's golden spatula.
Whatever. There's one up there.
Platinum Whisk. I wish there were Platinum Whisks, actually. Also, one thing I forgot to mention in the last episode about why I love this area is I just love pirates. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of just pirates in general, and just like pirate culture. I was a pirate for Halloween like 4 years in a row, and for Halloween when I was a kid. It was wonderful. I love pirates. So we have a very long area here. This Graveyard of Ships is going to be pretty difficult here. A lot of tricky platforming. But, switch characters, and our next character is Sandy. We're going to be playing as Sandy this level. We don't need her quite yet, but... I'm going to wall jump up here. So next time, well not next time, but we'll have to see what Sandy has to offer for us here. Besides everything else she already offers for us. More so, we'll have to see what use she has for us here. Man, I've been wanting to play this level for so long just because I love it so much, and I'm sitting and making this terrible commentary. This video is probably going to turn out terribly. Oh, there we go. Now we need Sandy. Alright, so we have some swinger hooks. Let's go ahead and grab on them. And let's jump right across. Remember that Sandy's kick also asks kind of like Spongebob's bubble spin, and it actually gives you a little bit more airtime in the air if you use it in the air. Just get all those guys. Jump right over here. And jump right over here. So now we have another platforming, another wall jump wall kind of thing here. But this one's moving, so we have to time our jumps a little bit better. Now it's going in and out. Whoa, it looked like SpongeBob's feet were like glitching through the ground right there. Let's go in and start jumping up. Can we make it? Let's see if we can make it. Can't move any faster, unfortunately. This isn't Mirror's Edge, where we can, you know, wall run, Q-turn, wall jump. I'm a big fan of Mirror's Edge, if you didn't know. It's only like one of my favorite games of all time or something. Alright. I would love to Let's Play Mirror's Edge someday. Can you actually wall jump off of this? No, you can't. Okay, so now we have horizontal wall jumping. I wish this was a mechanic they introduced early in the game, because this is really cool. You can actually hold forward while you're wall jumping, and you can wall jump while still maintaining forward momentum. And this is actually really, really cool. And like I said, I wish they would have introduced this as a mechanic earlier, because I think this is super cool, super cool. Grabbing all these shiny objects. There's a lot of dead shifts here. A lot of dead ships around here. Well, I guess graveyard probably mean destroyed, right? So there's a lot of destroyed and lost ships around here. You can actually, if you do this right, you can actually get on top of this and just walk across it. You don't have to do that, and it might actually be harder because you have to get the timing right on the... You have to get the angle right when you're coming out of the wall jump from the left wall, but, I mean, you can do it if you want to. These falling platforms, which... Don't ask me how these work, because I don't know. Go ahead and do that. I will pay the clam, and I'll get my shiny objects back. Wait! Wait, I paid the clam in the middle of the cutscene. My counter went back up, and then it went back down. That was weird. But, by doing that, by taking that bungee hook down into that swirling void of toxic waste, you get gold special for that, so... That was like the mother/earthbound, that was like the mother/earthbound, HP scrolling right there. That was weird. That was crazy. So now we have moving wall jumps. Yes. Now we have to wall jump horizontally on moving platforms. Like I've said, this area is just super cool. It's got so many great mechanics and just so many great ideas. Like I said, I wish I would have introduced this earlier. I think if you're actually playing as Sandy here, you can cheese this. Well, obviously you can't cheese this, but you obviously can't be playing as Sandy unless you did some tricky platforming to get up here. And like I said, this is an example of a challenge that is, while it is tough, it's fun and it's also rewarding. You know, when you, like, you might struggle a few times before you get it, but once you do get it, it feels really, really good once you actually accomplish it. There's this other part of this ship here, this entire hole, I guess. There's a bot here. And now we have this bad boy right here. I always forget about this part until I play this game, actually. So we have a rotating tower of wall jump panels here, and this singular... This looks like something from Mirror's Edge, actually. I've been playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst recently, and this looks exactly like something you'd see in Mirror's Edge... Whoa. Yeah, the animation when you wall jump is kind of funny sometimes if you don't do it right. How did I not make that up there? How did I actually not make that up there? Yeah, I've been playing through Mirror's Edge Catalyst recently, and this looks like absolutely something they would see in Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Yeah, probably the first game too. I would love to do a Let's Play of the first game someday. I just don't think anybody would watch it. Okay. Yeah, you have to kind of jump a little bit earlier than you might think you have to when you do that. Alright, we're back over here. Decided to go and cut out me doing the horizontal wall jumping again. Right up here. The interesting thing about the interesting thing about the... What am I trying to say? The interesting thing about the slick when it actually hits you is that it actually makes you move a little bit faster. So if you know how to control it well, then you can actually get around pretty easily. So it might be worth taking the damage just to move around and hit it quicker. Well, that's all there is to the Graveyard of Ships. Not a very long area, but a pretty good one at that. There's actually one more thing we can do before we end this episode, though. Let's go ahead and head back over here to the very beginning. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to Sandy. But in the first area of the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, right at the very end, or I guess the very, like the right where you enter the Graveyard of Ships, I guess. Right at the very end of this area, right before the entrance to the Graveyard of Ships, you have this line of swinger hooks right here. And you can get a stock for that. You might notice that in the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, we have there's only 3 socks here, first of all, and second of all, our main objective that's in the bottom left corner is 4 cannons. We have to hit 4 cannons in order to complete the main objective at this level. Just thought to point that out. But that's everything. We completed the Graveyard of Ships with really not much of a hassle. There's only one place left to go. We can take this ship right over here and head to the Dutchman ship. You can see it back there in the distance. That very iconic picture of anybody who watched Shanghai growing up. Next time on Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, we will go to the Dutchman ship, seeing if we can reclaim it from the robots and defeat the robots at the same time. If you like this part, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Got it right the second time. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.